Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third series analysis episode of Seattle Baseline Podcast. My name is Julian Smith. I'm with Alex Hong. Alex, we're filming at nighttime tonight, but we're going to go super, super energetic. So that's that. What'd you think of the Cubs series? We won.
Yeah, we did, and we like dominated today's game on Sunday on the third game. So overall, the Cubs game, I'm pretty happy with it. We won the series, which is awesome. I mean, we went into the series thinking, wow, this is a really good team. We got to play really well in order to win. And the Mariners honestly did play very well, especially the offensive side of the ball. The offense pretty much dominated the first game and the last game, and even played well in the second game. So. Yeah, if there's one thing I'm really happy about, it's the offense.
Definitely. And you know what? If there's another thing I'm super happy about, this is the Mariners' first ever win at Wrigley Field, ever. Like in the 30 years of existence that the Mariners have had. First win. We just did
Yeah,
it. But yeah, the pitching the pitching was a bit shaky. I thought the George Kirby start was okay, but nothing really elite. This offense though, it really carried it because even the game that we lost, the second game with Emerson Hancock, the offense scored seven. And every time your offense does that, it's just confidence, confidence, confidence because you're like the Mariners pitching isn't going to give up more than seven most of the time. And if your guys are scoring around seven per game, that's really good. So against a good team like the Cubs, we really scored well and it was really clutch. The the hits to runs ratio was a lot better this time. It wasn't like we scored 2 runs off of whatever 14 hits. We scored 14 runs on like pretty much the same amount of hits. It
it's
was
like
really
18
good.
hits. It was
Yeah.
18 hits.
Yeah. 14 runs for 18 hits. Runners in scoring position, we scored them really well. That's what I really liked. And we should keep on doing that.
Yeah, I think that's key, honestly. I mean, a lot of the time, the offense hasn't even been playing that bad. They just weren't able to get any runs in, which has been a problem. But today, it was like the opposite. Like all the runners who got on base, they were able to get in because our offense just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. And another thing is like the home run ball was like really good this weekend. Like a lot of players were hitting home runs. Cal Raleigh, what an amazing series he's had. I mean, he's having an amazing year, but he hit 4 home runs in this series. Donovan Solano on the last game of the series hit 2 home runs. Same with Canzone. So, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. The home run ball gets, I mean, if we hit home runs, all the runners do end up scoring. So that's another way to get runners in, you know?
Yeah. Like Donovan Solano's hitting 500 in the last 7 games. Like he's been super hot right now. We have Cal Raleigh, who's obviously an MVP candidate, hitting with an OPS of over 1,000 right now. Like the the best contributors on our team are hitting super, super well. And then you've got JP Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Randy Rosarena, Jorge Polanco. They're not hitting bad. It's just they get overshadowed by like the MVP caliber playing that's going on. They're playing really good right now. Like if if this wasn't a team that was producing like basically 2 MVP candidates right now, like those guys would be top of like the list, top contributors right now. But all the excitement is here. We've got the Twin Series coming up. Let's transition there. How do you feel?
Yeah, one thing I will add on to the last thing on the Cub series is the pitching did not play too well, but we really need the pitching to like lock in this next series. Because in this next series that against the Twins, we're against a decent offense, not too great, but I feel like this is a really good time for the pitching to get back in its confidence back and like be able to do well against the Twins offense that's not too great. They have some really good people like Byron Buxton. He's going to be a big concern for us. He's like one of the best players on their team. So they have some threats. Carlos Correa, he hasn't been playing too well, but he still could be like a threat. He has the ability to. So it's not like they have like a terrible offense, but their offense isn't too great. So I think the pitching can really do a lot better in this series.
Yeah. And like their pitching staff, they're missing Pablo Lopez right now, who's definitely the top of their starting rotation guy. The only guy who's like pitching really well right now is Joe Ryan, who we played in the third game with George Kirby. The rest of the guys are over 4 ERA, and the last guy who we face is a 5 ERA. Woods Richardson is a 5 ERA. And so our offense, as long as we stay with the ball and drive it like Cal Raleigh does almost every game, like Donovan Solano's been doing right now. Like it's almost our specialty. That's exactly what we need to do. And we just drive the ball. We drive runners in, get runners on, get them in, score more runs, we'll win the game. That's what I think.
Yeah, hopefully our offense doesn't get a little too overconfident against the pitching they're about to go against, which isn't that great, as you said. Um, so yeah, I mean, I feel like if our pitching plays well, then our offense doesn't even need to score. Like the amount of runs we scored against the Cubs is very unrealistic for a team to do every single series. But as long as our team is able to get like even like a little decent amount of runs in, I feel like if our pitching does play well, which it probably will against an offense that isn't that great, that I'm expecting, then we should be able to win this series pretty easily.
100%. Um, this this pitching staff that we have, we know the ceiling of this pitching staff. This is a pitching staff that could literally be the number one in the league. We saw that last year. Bryce Miller might not be with us right now because he's on the injured list, but we've seen Emerson Hancock and the way that his stuff has evolved this year. I'd say our team is just getting started, and our pitching staff can start to become that like ace elite level pitching staff that we once were last year.
Yeah. Another thing is their starters aren't great, but they do have a good closer in Yohan Duran, so he's another name to watch out for on the Cubs. What do you think of him?
Um, in the Twins.
Or on the Twins, sorry.
Yeah. Johan Duran throws this 100-mile-per-hour splitter, and um 100 miles an hour is deadly enough. 100-mile-per-hour splitter is insane. Like that's just cheating. But you know what? The Mariners, we're gonna fight cheating. Like we're gonna like destroy Yohan Duran's splitter, and we've got Dominic Canzone who can just hit fastballs all the time. So we're gonna destroy that 100-mile-per-hour splitter.
Yeah, hopefully, honestly, we don't even need to see him on the field because our offense played so well that he's not gonna go in the game because they're gonna be losing. So
Yeah,
that would obviously be a very nice feeling as well if that ends
yeah.
up happening.
That hopefully that happens. I really don't want to see Yohan Duran. Um, I want to see Andres Munoz out there all the time, and I don't want to see Yohan Duran once.
Yeah. But overall, I think this is a pretty important series for us to win. We went against some pretty difficult teams in the last two series against the Red Sox and the Cubs. We got a little easier opponent in this series, but we definitely shouldn't take the foot off the gas. We got to keep we got to keep it going. Our offense, if our offense can build momentum into the All-Star break, that's going to be a big confidence boost for the team. So if our offense can keep it rolling, that'll be good. And honestly, that'll be the success to winning these games. I mean, I'm confident in our pitching staff for the most part to do well. Not even like they don't even need to be like the best in the league, which they do definitely have the potential to be, but they can be if they'll be like very good and our offense is even like pretty good, then we should be on pair to like win a bunch of games. Especially because even with our hitters who don't always hit like 500, but we always have like some hitters who are hot. And when those hitters are hot, our other hitters are usually like at least decent enough or like pretty good to where we're able to score these runs. So we have different hitters being good in each like stretch of time, but we have enough of those hitters, I think, in order for our offense to be considered pretty good. It's not like this team has only three hitters that can even reach a good like level of hitting to where if they start cooling off, the offense is scoring 0 runs in the game. We have enough hitters, I think, now that even if some of our guys are cooling off, someone else is picking it up. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I feel like we need to keep the pedal to the metal. Like we need to go, 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 because after this series, we're gonna have another 2 or 3 series before the next off day. And then after the off day, we face the Yankees and the Tigers. And so like we need to keep on going, keep this momentum going and win, 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 win. Because if we can just keep it going until the off day, we'd be looking really good. Do you have any final thoughts, Alex? I think we summarized pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully this will be a good series. I'm expecting it to be so. The Mariners have been playing well kind of recently, so yeah, hope it continues.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and our beautiful faces on YouTube. Have a great night. Go Mariners.
Go Mariners.